Are you tired of rising electricity bills? Do you want to save money while also helping the environment? Have you heard about solar energy? That's right. Solar power is the future of energy, and we're here to teach you everything that you need to know about it. Solar energy is a renewable and sustainable energy source that's derived from the sun. The energy produced by the sun is harnessed through solar panels and can then be converted into electricity. This clean energy source is gaining popularity and is being recognized as an important solution to the impending energy crisis. Solar energy is produced by nuclear fission in the sun's core. The energy is then carried through the layers of the sun and ultimately reaches Earth. Once the energy reaches Earth's atmosphere, it is then captured by solar panels and converted into electricity. This electricity can then be used to power homes, businesses, and even cars. Did you know that the sun provides enough energy in 1 hour to power the entire world for a year? That's nuts! According to a study by the National Renewable Energy Lab, rooftop solar panels in the United States alone could generate over 1,000 gigawatts of electricity, or more than 1/3 of the country's total electricity consumption. Responsible for almost 90% of new power sources globally in 2020, the price of solar energy has dropped dramatically by about the same percentage, over 90%, making it extremely competitive with fossil fuels, which are a finite resource. Solar energy is abundant and will never run out. And because it produces no harmful emissions, it is considered a clean alternative to traditional energy sources. This makes it a more environmentally friendly option that can help reduce carbon emissions and power outages. But where did this whole idea of harnessing the power of the sun even come from? Solar energy has been around for a lot longer than you may think. The first recorded use of solar power was in 17th century BC, when people used magnifying glasses to focus the sun's rays onto a material in order to create a fire. This was traditionally used in ceremonies, but fast forward to 1954, when Bell Labs, a research facility that's owned by American Telephone and Telegraph Company, you may know them as AT&T, developed the first solar cell that converted light energy into electricity. The first solar cell was created by Darrell Chapin, Calvin Fuller, and Gerald Pearson, who were researchers seeking ways to develop alternative sources of power. They were inspired by the discovery of the photoelectric effect, which was first observed by Albert Einstein in 1905. The photoelectric effect is the phenomenon where electrons are emitted from a material when light absorbs it. Chapin, Fuller, and Pearson discovered that by creating a junction between the two types of silicon, the p-type and the n-type, they could then generate a voltage when the light was absorbed by the junction. The researchers used the process, called diffusion, to create the junction. They started with a single crystal of n-type silicon, which then they exposed to gas containing boron atoms. This caused the boron atoms to diffuse into the crystal and create a layer of p-type silicon. The p-type and n-type silicon layers were then connected to a wire, which generated a voltage when it was exposed to light. This first photocell created by Bell Labs was only capable of producing a few milliwatts of power, but it represented a major breakthrough in solar technology. The researchers continued to improve the design, and by the end of the 1950s, they developed a more efficient photocell capable of producing enough power to operate small electronic devices. Today, photocells are used in a wide range of applications, from powering spacecraft to providing electricity to remote areas that lack access to the power grid. They have become much more efficient, and they are an essential component of the renewable energy industry, which is increasingly turning into solar power as a way to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and combat climate change. Solar technology has advanced rapidly. It's become more efficient and more affordable than ever before. Today, solar energy is used to power residential homes, commercial businesses, and even entire cities. While the initial investment in solar panels may seem expensive, over time the savings in energy can make up for the cost. There's also a wide array of government incentives and tax breaks available for those who invest in solar energy. So now you may be wondering how you can benefit from solar energy today. That's where Solar Energy Systems comes in. We are a leading provider of solar energy solutions in Indiana and have been in the industry since 2006. During this time, we've helped hundreds of homeowners and businesses harness the power of solar energy to reduce their carbon footprint and save money on their energy bills. We trust this video has been helpful, and we recommend you to continue your solar journey by watching the next video in the series, How Does Solar Energy Work?, where we break down each component of a typical solar system and explain how each part functions. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.